by the right of the council, by the will of the force.
Every day, learn.
Welcome back into yet again another episode of the Galaxy Famous Jedi Talk podcast. The whole council is here. It is our top 10 edition. Today we're calling it the Top 10 Evans, and I'll get to introducing Evan in a second here, but it is truly the top 10 moments in the Star Wars universe, the galaxy, really anything. It's not just movies, TV, it's theme parks, it's media, it's everything involved. What made you really emotional? Evan talks about crying a lot. So what made tears jerk a little bit? What moved you? That's how I made my list. And I'm Tom Walker. Thank you for joining us into this galaxy today. If you're listening up on the Halcyon or if you're listening 10 blocks away from us in local Orlando, we are here, back and better than ever. To my left is the Mantha from another Bantha, Evan T. Boucher. Evan, how the hell are you today?
Hello there, and Beaumont. It was Beaumont for crying out loud last week.
There we
the
go.
guy that talks about Palpatine.
It was a long
cloning
couple of
and-
days there.
Yeah, it took me like at least 4 days to remember one dumb character's name, Beaumont. But yeah, doing great.
Beaumont.
We didn't really get too in depth with Mickey's Not So Scary, and we're still not gonna because his top 10 is gonna be fun. But Mickey's Not So Scary it's definitely worth it. Like it's just as good as I remember it being from when I was a kid. So
Good.
Highly
We
recommend.
forgot to talk about it on the
Highly
last
recommend.
episode.
Well, let's just do it after you guys go.
yeah,
Okay.
right.
And
Yeah.
we'll
that's
just talk
fine.
about it a little bit.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
And then I'm going again the 14th. But that man directly across from me is Brad, the man. Hughes. Brad, how the hell are you today?
What's up, guys? I'm good. I'm ready for this episode. This is going to be a fun one. This one's going to be a passionate one. We're going to come in hot. I'm going to
Whoa.
cry a few tears.
Hot and
It's going
heavy.
to be fun. I guarantee you I will cry at least one of these, bringing it up because I'm gonna have feels. I'm gonna have feels, guys. What? Who has any honorable mentions?
I don't have any.
I have like 4. How many do I have? Hang on. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3. 3.5. What do you have, Evan? Do you have 3?
I have no honorable mentions.
Damn,
but
really?
I'm like looking at my list, and I thought I numbered these wrong.
Well, while you're figuring that
yeah,
out, I'll
like,
give
can
my
I
honorable
count?
mentions.
Do I know how to count? Jeez. Idiot.
What the hell does this
Timmy
mean?
can't stand your bits, Junior.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, why is that? Let me switch that. What the hell?
It's an expose.
It is.
I don't understand what this. Oh, I'm reading it wrong. Okay, sorry. Jesus Christ, I can't read my own handwriting. This is what I don't like to do. I like to type things
We're
out.
both having trouble here with our own writing. Like, can I count? Can you write? I
My
don't know.
first honorable mention is getting media for the first time. It's for Star Wars Celebration. I'll never forget. I was very, very excited, but that day is kind of hampered a little bit because it was the day I found out that Charlie Murphy died, and I loved that man, and that was kind of a sad day. But it was exciting, getting some recognition for the podcast, especially back then.
Mm-hmm.
Getting excited for Last Jedi, being like, I'm gonna be able to see these things in person. Finally, it's my first Star Wars Celebration. It was the first time I ever got to do Celebration, and I was media. Like, how freaking cool is that?
Mm-hmm.
And also, I did print in like a slash to this one as doing the panel at last Star Wars Celebration for the first time. That was fun. That was a really surreal experience. Being the first panel back after all the world shut down,
That's
and the
true.
first one back.
The
that
very
was,
first one.
That was nuts.
It's true. Suck it.
And then, so I'm just going to do my last few here. And then the Obi-Wan world premiere during last Celebration as well. That was a really cool moment, like just sitting there as it, like you see the Lucasfilm logo come on the screen. 2,500 other people are freaking out, like losing their shit. So exciting. And then the first time seeing the teaser trailer for The Force Awakens, that one that came out the November before Christmas on Thanksgiving Day. I remember being on YouTube, like refreshing, trying to see if we could watch it, and then it was like, you got the Snoke voice, you got to see the first glimpse of Kylo Ren,
There's
the
been an awakening.
Falcon.
They showed that during a football game, right? I
Yes.
feel like I remember
Or
watching
YouTube
that.
if you wanted to. So that's what I used to
I
do
did-
too.
Yeah,
I would
it
do
was
YouTube.
on Thanksgiving Day. I think it was during the football game on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day, and then they
That's how
uploaded
I
it to
saw
YouTube.
it.
Yep.
I just remember being like, holy shit, Star Wars is
Yeah.
back. And I was very excited. But yeah, that's my honorable mentions.
All right. Evan, you didn't have any, right?
None.
None? All right. Brad, why don't you go with number 10?
My number 10 is Han Solo dying in The Force Awakens.
Yeah, it's
I'm sure crossover on this one.
no.
No.
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, wow. I thought there'd be a lot of crossover on these.
Maybe not. I
There's
don't know.
going to be some, but not this one. Han's never been a dude that I was like my favorite. So like him dying was like, all right.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
First off, just the way he was talking about it, you could totally tell during the media that he was like, I'm done. Even though he came back in 9. But at the time, he was like, I'm done. I wanted them to kill him back then. That was kind of a hint, like, okay, now they're finally going to go through with it and kill him. But then just watching the movie, when you see him walk across the railing with no railing walkway. Like,
Yeah.
that's not going to go well.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's not
This has
gonna go
always
well.
gone well in Star Wars.
Right. So, and then just like the saddest moment, especially as a parent, is like when he kills him and like he knows that it's over, and he still touches his son's face. Like,
Yeah.
God damn, dude, if that doesn't pull at your heartstrings. Maybe not cry, but if that doesn't pull at your fucking heartstrings, man, like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Oh,
I think that just shows how good Harrison is, because like
He's the best.
you know what's coming after everything you said, out of universe reasons, in universe reasons, but Harrison acts the hell out of that scene.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Evan, shut the fuck up.
I love the
Harrison.
imagery of all
Sorry.
the light getting sucked out of the room as he goes to kill him. It's just like a metaphor for Kylo Ren losing all the light that's in him.
Oh, let's not forget Chewie's acting after that really made it.
Yeah, we'll
Takes
get
him-
to some Chewie stuff later. Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. But oh yeah, that's my number 10. Who wants
Beautiful.
to go next?
Evan, you're number 10. Keep it
Well,
easy on this one.
This one kind of goes on after the first time you hear it, but for me, hearing like the Force theme with Yoda on Dagobah in Episode 5, like every time I've heard that Force theme after that, just always makes me cry.
Okay.
Like it's just they can play that over anything, it's gonna make me cry automatically. But that first time, I remember sitting with like remember
I'm
those
not laughing
old-
at you. I'm laughing at a visual I just had.
Yeah,
in my
that's okay.
brain
You
that I'm
can
not
laugh
gonna
at
say. No, I'm not. I'm not.
But,
I swear I'm not. I'll tell you afterwards what it was.
You know those like old boxy TVs that had a built-in VHS player at the bottom from like the 90s, 2000s? I was
Yes.
had that on my like kitchen bar, and we watched Empire Strikes Back on a loop. And every time that scene came up,
Kitchen bar.
yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, we
Fancy.
had like 5 TVs. We were living it up back then.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. 5 TVs.
No, don't read it.
Oh, don't whoa! That's what it says.
Okay.
5 TV. That would definitely make me cry. Or you could play it over the eyes of an angel with the animals and that sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow, how's that not a clip for our soundboard?
Oh, I know. We should be playing that right now as we talk about these moments.
That's a good one though.
That is a good
The
one.
Force theme is emotional. Like
It is.
It's not. It didn't make my list. Well, maybe. We'll see.
It
see.
sort of made mine.
Kind of
yeah,
me too. Yeah,
Yeah,
kinda
I'll
me
get
too.
there. But anyway, my number 10, and I'm not someone who technically cries that often or gets, like, I get moved. Trust me, I get moved. And I shed tears. I've shed tears of Star Wars before, sports, relationships, all that normal stuff that everybody does. But
Sports.
yes, 1,000%. When the Cubs won the World Series.
That makes sense
Oh,
for you
my
guys.
God.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah.
You weren't living. Did you come here and see them? at
I
the
was in
parade?
Arizona. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They came in, I got to see the little parade that they did. That was cool.
Where in Chicago?
No, didn't they do one at Disney World after they won the World Series? Didn't they
Oh,
come here
did
and
the
do
Cubs do
parade?
it?
I think so.
I know Super Bowl does it. Oh, I don't know if the Cubs
I'm
did it.
99%
Shit.
sure.
I
I'm
gotta
right
check
on
that out.
this.
Oh, that's awesome if you saw that. That's fucking
I've
history.
seen a bunch. I talked to Tom Brady once after he came. I think was that when he won with Tampa? No, when was the last time he won a Super Bowl?
Tampa.
Was it Tampa?
Mhm.
Maybe it was then. What year was that?
2020.
It's been since I lived here.
It was
'Cause I remember
before that
like
because I was still working.
I
at
remember
Disney.
people making a big deal. They're like, "Oh, Tom's at the Magic Kingdom today.
Yeah.
They're doing a parade."
talked
I'm
to him. He was nice.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
was very
they.
excited. He looked drunk.
Brady was
There's a reason for that.
trashed after.
The Tampa
Um, yeah, oh my God, he was
threw
trashed
the
after that
Super
Tampa
Bowl
one, yeah.
trophy between two boats.
Between him and Gronk. I
He
know.
did?
Yeah.
Holy
Oh,
cow.
he nailed it too. He's just like, I'm Tom fucking Brady. Boom.
If there's
Yeah.
anybody else that could throw it, he'd
It's
be
Tom
fine.
Brady.
He'd be
That
fine. That was great.
That dude's a goat. That dude's
100%.
No
Yeah.
question.
But anyway, where were we? So my like these moments are moments that moved me one way or another. So there's emotion attached, and one of them was getting Cal Kestis' lightsaber. That's my number 10, because of just first off the way they asked for it. Cal and Fallen Order was a big part of pulling me deep into the Star Wars world that I'm in now. Is a huge part. He's one of my favorite all-time characters in Star Wars. I love the
Is he your
design.
number one character?
No, Anakin is.
Anakin's still number one.
Mhm, yeah. So, yeah, all that being said, the time it literally took for this fucking lightsaber to come out, like, it just felt like forever. And, the fact that we had a hand in voting for it, too, which was pretty cool.
You sure did.
Yeah, I did. And then I'm 2-0, remember? Ezra.
That's easy when you pick the favorite.
Kanan. Jarrus. No, I didn't pick the favorite. Just picked the objectively best option
no,
on
you
each
didn't.
list.
No, you
On
didn't.
each list.
On the first one, maybe.
We didn't get Qui-Gon Saber yet, by the way.
Thanks for
Yeah,
rubbing
I
that
just
in.
wanted to
I
let you know.
appreciate that.
Ouch.
But anyway, hey, you're in my number 10. You're in a few of these
Really?
because I bought Cal's lightsaber with you.
Oh,
We were
that's what
standing
you
in
mean.
line.
I thought you
Yeah.
meant like I was one of your like.
No, yeah, my
pride
number
with you.
9 is Brad.
I was like, what?
Just Brad. It wasn't. It's just like
me
I
to
didn't.
tears.
I didn't like walk out of the park bawling, but it was just like
I remember you had an extra pep in your step.
Yeah,
You were
sure.
very excited.
Yeah, I was very excited. I left because because Courtney's mother-in-law and brother were in.
You were on the Skyliner, right?
Yeah, I took the
Yeah.
Skyliner in and out, and because I had to go through Epcot and just make a U-turn so I could park hop it over to studios.
Could a Skyliner lift that lightsaber? Did it like sag the?
Yeah, I was dragging ass the
Yeah, I
whole
bet.
time. Yeah, I knocked into a couple of people. There's some dead along the way. Blood everywhere.
Good.
Yeah. Whoa.
Hey.
So, Brad, you had to laugh at that. Jesus. So yeah, Cal's lightsaber just moved me. I don't know, a bunch of different ways. It was just in the culmination of like having it. It was like I know this is a material possession, but it felt like the weight of the world was taken off my shoulders when we had this fucking thing.
Because how long was it? They announced it and then a year later we finally got it. So that was one of those things where we kept every day. Is it here yet? No.
Yeah.
Is it here yet? No.
I'm telling you, I remember voting for it in September of 2019.
And then they had the prototype in
Yes.
February of.
Yes.
And it was sat there for like a week, and then
And then they took the prototype away, so it was well, that's weird. But
I saw that in person. That was cool.
me too. I took a picture. I only saw it one day. I went back a couple days later
Yeah,
and it was gone.
I saw it one day too. Just
Yeah.
the one time I saw it, I was like, oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, but that was another one of those things. It's like Qui-Gon's. We knew it was coming, but it was
Yep.
it took a decade to get.
Yep.
Qui-Gon's, man. I'm hoping during D23,
That'd be nice.
because then if people who are going to Disneyland will have something new to buy there, that's Star Wars, because there will be.
yeah.
Who knows? I'm tired of guessing.
What's your number 9?
We guessed so many times on cows too. But
Oh, we were way
off on all of those, and it was just some random. But I'm still wondering if they're going to announce it, if it's just going to pop up randomly, because it doesn't make sense to announce it, because it didn't win
I
anything.
don't know. They announced Plo Koon, so
Yeah, but that was just part of Celebration, though. And that was just, you know what I mean? That was just stuff that was coming up.
that's true. I don't know. We'll see.
Who knows? But everything from Celebration is out now,
except for
fucking
Savi's.
Qui-Gon and the Savi's
That's true.
pieces. It's
Yep.
so fucking frustrating. All right, my number 9 is the Luke and Leia scene in The Last Jedi. And it's mostly the first time I saw it, because you don't know what's happening.
Mhm.
It seems like a real moment. You don't know that he's a Force projection yet.
Do you think
Um,
Leia does?
I don't know. I've never really thought about that.
Yeah, neither have I.
I've never thought about that.
I bet she
I
does.
don't know.
Because she's trying to teach Poe a lesson, about there's other ways than fighting and just blowing everything up. So she's like, this Luke guy is going to help me show you this lesson. Because
Huh.
Poe's like, he's stalling. He's doing this for a reason. So I think Leia's doing it on purpose too. I think she knows.
Huh. I never really thought about it or considered it. Anyway, she'd already passed when this movie had come out.
Correct.
And so seeing them have that moment and kind of knowing that it's not ever going to happen again.
Yeah.
Unless, short of de-aging, but not a real interaction ever again,
Right.
is rough. Because Episode 9 would have been so much better if she had survived.
Yeah.
It would have been so much better. She would have been. She was supposed to be like a major
That's
part
like
of the
half
story.
the movie's problems.
Oh, you mean if Carrie
Yeah.
Fisher?
Yeah, if
actually
Carrie Fisher
survived.
had survived.
Yeah,
Got it.
Force Awakens was Han's movie. Jedi was Luke's movie.
And they had set it up to be 9
9
was
was Leia's.
her and Kylo Ren's
Oh.
because he would have
She was
come
gonna help
back to
save
him.
him.
That's what would have happened.
She
in
did
9.
help save him in the 9 we got, but it would have been better.
way better.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them for the first guy that they picked, because I would have picked Han to go first out of the 3 of them. So.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
sadly.
too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that scene is just so and when he kisses her on the, does he kiss her on the forehead?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was improvised between the two
Oh,
of
was
them.
it?
Yeah. And it's just a sweet moment, and
It is.
it's just especially
Very.
it's good in context of the film too, because it's she hasn't seen him in a long time, and you get it's the first time you see clean cut Luke, and you don't know it's just there's a lot going into that scene. I love it, more or less because of what happened in real life, but still I think it's
Right.
a beautiful,
That
beautiful
counts.
scene.
It still
I
counts.
teared up watching it the first time.
Heck yeah.
Mhm.
Heck yeah.
Evan, what's your number 9?
Nowhere near as good as that. But May 31st of this year, 2022, I was on Batu, just doing a daily routine check, being like, oh, there's nothing new at Docks. Cool. Same merchandise we've had for 2 years. Cool. Then I go outside. Something I didn't think was ever coming back to at least our Galaxy's Edge. I see Rey and Chewie walking around outside. I lost it. I was crying because I was convinced it was gone forever. I was like, they're not bringing that back.
With them being on the Halcyon and stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, it's on the house scene. You got to pay money to see it. We're Florida. We don't get roaming characters anywhere. I'm like, it's not happening ever again.
I truly think
But
that
it
a
was
lot of the
back.
reason why we don't have the characters isn't budget cuts. I think it's just too fucking hot.
That too.
I
Some of
really,
it is that.
especially
Yeah.
Chewie.
Yeah.
That's got to be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's gotta suck.
And I think that's really what a lot of it is.
You're not wrong. And now he's in Launch Bay too.
Yeah.
I think at this time they had announced Launch Bay was coming back, so I was like, oh, it's over. Like they're at Launch Bay, they're Halcyon, they're not here anymore. But they didn't announce it, didn't expect it to happen. I walked out, I saw them walking around, and I cried. I was just amazed that they actually brought it back.
It's a great Evan moment because it's not anything major, and he
No.
still cried.
Yeah.
Just imagine,
No one else on the planet. cried
imagine
for that.
not knowing him and just walking by and
Hearing
seeing a
that.
grown man.
Yeah, I know. And just not
Not
knowing who he
not
is.
only
see what
that, but I
happens.
was
Yeah.
recording myself it's on my YouTube. I'm just so he's seeing that too. Like, what is this idiot doing?
It's hilarious.
Crying in a theme park with his phone. What's happening?
Love it.
That's fair. Okay. My number 9. Back in December of 2021, I was out in San Francisco, California for Metallica's 40th anniversary shows.
Yeah.
And in between those shows, or the date of one of them, Kyle and I had some time to kill, and we were
What
very
is that sound drop from? Is that from a song?
Yes. But he does that quite often. No. That's from a live album. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And we rolled over to Lucasfilm, and I just drove right through to the. We went up to the gate, and I said, "Can I just go check out the statue?" He's like, "Yeah, go right ahead."
Whoa.
So
They were
What?
that cool about letting you in?
yes, I walked
What year is
right
this?
up 2021.
Whoa, what?
This was December.
This was just past month. Yeah.
What
just
the hell?
when I went
You
to see
didn't know we went?
Metallica. Yeah,
I
thought
know you went, but I don't know.
I sent you guys pictures of
Yeah.
Yoda. I thought.
You did. You
Yeah.
did me. I thought it was in the
Yeah.
group chat.
You
So
probably
did I.
did. I was
Probably
probably
just
just
missed it.
stupid. Yeah.
Listen
So-
to me cursing so much on our
Yeah.
group chat. You didn't
So
see it.
we got up, just got out of the car, walked up to the fountain, and it was incredible to be there, just to think of all the characters and all the ideas that came from this, think tank right here.
Yeah.
So cool.
And then walking in, there was another statue in there. I saw an R2D2.
Do they have like a public gift shop?
No, if there
That is
was, it
so
was closed.
strange.
Oh, I know. They could make a killing for that.
No joke.
But then again,
There's also a
becau-
Pandy Wandy in San Francisco.
yeah,
It's ground zero for pussies.
that's on the Presidio. Another thing which makes it really cool is Lucasfilm's on the Presidio grounds. The Presidio grounds, and Brad is like laughing at his own joke over here.
I'm just,
Play
I'm
the-
just
play the
envisioning people
laughing.
getting mad at me.
Now play the laughing sound
Fuck
right
'em.
there.
Oh, the Muttley, yeah. Kyle's like, I came up with that.
I didn't move it because of that. I just didn't think it was appropriate. Like you trying to tell a story. I was trying not to laugh into the
Oh.
microphone. That's all it
No,
was.
no, you're fine. So anyway, the Presidio grounds, right before Metallica recorded Saint Anger,
Boo.
they started. Fuck off. You want to get me over that table? You come over there, rip your
You gotta
throat
be
out.
objective. It's not a
and
good album, right?
Paint your. It's
Get
a
your
great
under the
album.
table.
I'm baiting him.
Yeah, I know your whole.
About time it wasn't me that he's baiting.
Pick your poison, Hughes. I swear to fucking Christ, Metallica.
I need a 40-minute dissertation on why
Yeah.
it's not a bad album.
Where were we? Oh yeah, and another thing, when you let those people into the military. Oh wait a second, different argument. Kidding, people.
TIE fighter flies over again. It's
Yeah,
IRS.
yeah, it's the IRS coming after me. It's the end of Biden's speech.
Duck.
Paid my taxes last week. So yeah, Lucasfilm, and then
Last
that's
week?
and whatever. I don't know.
Let the man finish.
Sorry.
Lucasfilm, Metallica recorded songs before James went into rehab on those same grounds. Before they had, it's called the Presidio Sessions.
Wait, where Lucasfilm is now?
Not inside Lucasfilm, but the same
the
ground.
area.
There's like a
Gotcha.
business area around there.
Gotcha.
They rented out some rooms up there.
Cool.
So yeah, so that was like 2 for 1 for me. That was a really
That's pretty
Awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
so yeah. What's your number 8?
My number 8 is opening the Skywalker Saga lightsaber box for the first time because I just didn't know.
Bitch.
Like, there's a video that I have of me opening it to do like a review.
Yeah.
I watched that video and I remember like your
And
voice cracks and everything.
But that was like a take 2 because when I first opened it, I thought my phone was going off because that's my alarm in the morning, and so I thought like, oh, I just set an alarm for like a virtual queue or something for Rise, and I just forgot to turn it off or whatever the case may be. And so when I like shut the box, and then I reopen it and I start filming again, and I'm like, oh, it's oh shit! I truly I pulled an Evan and just straight up burst into tears because I just wasn't expecting it. And it's got the stuff from episode 9. They're wrapped in the cloth with like the little leather thing. It just was perfect presentation. And I was just like, I cannot believe this is that fucking cool.
Yeah, and it was the first one that did that.
Mhm.
So everyone since then, I'm sure, has made us a little emotional. But like
Not in the same way.
when
as
I
that
opened
one.
Ahsoka's, I didn't cry. I'm like,
No.
that's cool, but I didn't cry.
Yeah,
Like-
I'm the same. That was just such a cool, unexpected thing.
I was on a conference call.
And it was May the 4th.
Yeah, it
True.
was. I was on a conference call. You were trying to call me and show me.
Oh, really?
Like I was on a conference call at work. This was still when I was at Phoenix, and you're just like, dude, can you video call me? Like you were
Yeah.
trying to show me.
It was cool because that's when we thought you were still getting one.
Yes, this
Oof.
is when
Oof.
we thought I was still going to. That's
Fucking
all right.
Shop
It's all right.
Disney,
Don't go there. Evan, what's your 8?
number 8.
Flash cut to Tom. Fucking goddamn Shop Disney canceled my fucking
Yeah.
order. Next week.
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
My number 8 was the first time after the parks reopened. We still had to wear masks and all that stupid stuff. First time riding Rise of the Resistance after not riding it for months.
Oh, that's fair.
It was almost like the first time of riding it again. Like obviously not, but I was just like, I went months without it, and I was like, I have no idea when I'm going to ride this again. And just doing that ride again for the first time after the COVID crap.
I
was
remember,
awesome.
I remember my first ride on it too.
Yeah,
It sucked with the mask
it did.
Ugh.
and the
My
plexiglass.
I
very
couldn't-
first
I couldn't
ride
blow
on it.
kisses at Kylo. Like I had a mask on. Like
You never
He had a-
mask
he-
over that dick.
He had a mask on. You were fine.
that's true. Yeah, and he was more than
And it
6
filters
feet
out
away.
toxins,
He
right?
was He was more than 6 feet away. No, it filters out smoke, not
Smoke,
toxins.
not toxins. That's
So
right.
actually,
Shit.
that mask isn't safe.
It's not safe.
It's not CDC approved.
It's not.
Nope.
Nothing
It's not a-
CDC approved.
Fauci's not
Oh.
CDC approved.
Yeah, he's not.
I love. Well, I don't really love, but I've been listening to podcasts that are like older, catching up and stuff. It's like a time capsule. I'm like, how stupid was that? They're like, oh, we can't do this today because of the CDC says this.
Oh
I'm
my
like, oh my
God.
gosh, you guys are so dumb.
Well, now you see why everyone was freaking out.
Yeah.
I mean, that was all. Let's not talk about this, but
Yeah,
it
but
was all
mhm.
justified.
Yeah, but I just
The
love
panic,
listening
especially
to
the
how
panic
dumb it
of
was.
like, it's just not.
I was listening to shows where it was their first time recording in the same room like we are. Like, we didn't know if we could do this today because of this new rule, but here we are. We're back. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. So dumb. Anyhow, what's your number 8?
Thank you, because I was really close. My number 8 is The Force Awakens crawl. So,
Huh.
this was the first Star Wars movie obviously I'd seen in theaters in a long while, just like with everybody. But for me, it wasn't the event that it would be now, because I was just like, oh yeah, Disney's Star Wars, cool, great, let me go see it. Kyle's in town in Phoenix, me, Courtney, and him go see it.
Boo.
Yes. Yes. Boo that man.
Fuck you, Kyle. You're an idiot.
Thank you, D.
We haven't had a short and you think you're not.
No,
for a
because
while.
I have D, but
Okay.
give it some time.
Okay.
The show is not over.
True.
But like everybody knows what Star Wars is, even though you've never seen one. You know the theme, you know the title crawl, you just know the ambiance and the feeling. So the moment that music hit, and even though it meant nothing to me other than I was there to see a movie, it still meant, like, I don't know, good times. It meant safety. It meant nostalgia. It meant, like, it felt like you could be a kid could be a kid again. So, that was, again, part of my start to really deep diving into Star Wars. So
I'll never forget the first time seeing that movie and
Moved me.
seeing Luke Skywalker has vanished and just being like, oh, that's the direction they're going with
Yeah,
this.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, really. That kind of set the whole precedent of, like, Ryan Johnson with the whole plot twist thing. Like, that's a pretty big plot twist. You think
Yeah.
episode 7's just going to be Luke killing everybody and saving the day. And he's not in episode 7.
That's what I've always said. It's not Ryan Johnson's fault that J.J. Abrams put him on a cliff at the end of episode 7.
So episode 8 also
Like, what do you want him to
subverts
do? Do you want him to not
expectations,
show you all the stuff with Rey and just be dead? And then you don't see how Luke Skywalker died? Like, what do you want?
Somehow Rey has powers.
Like, she trained with Luke. No, we're not going to show you what that looked like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
It'd just be something they'd be pissed
Be
about.
stupid.
Yeah.
It would be dumb.
What's
So,
your number
anyway.
7, Brett?
My number 7 is the scene in Obi-Wan Kenobi where Vader's helmet is sliced open, and it's that half. I watched it like 12 times. That
It's
when
just
it
the
came out.
Anakin's dead.
Anakin's dead. I am what you made. That whole whatever the scene
Oh,
was.
the I Am What You Made Me is Through the Fire.
Right, that's right. So this one was the.
This was the one on the unknown planet. That
What
looked,
did he say? It was something similar to that. Like it was.
you didn't kill Anakin Skywalker.
I did.
I killed
killed,
Anakin Skywalker. That
Yeah.
scene is just so heartbreaking. As I am a prequel kid, I grew up with the prequels, even
Sure.
though they're not my favorite.
Yeah.
Anakin is one of the greatest Star Wars characters of all time. No debate.
No,
No
no,
question.
No debate.
no
no
debate
question.
from me.
No, he is. It's not arguable. He is. He's one of the things that the whole trilogy is framed around, and it's his rise and fall and redemption. That's the whole story of Star Wars, and seeing that like in between phase where he's like, is there still good in this dude? And is there? And then you see it, and you're like, oh, I guess not. I guess not. And it's just heartbreaking. And the way they did the voice modulation, I talked about this when we did the episode recap. It was my favorite part of the whole series, possibly.
Yeah.
Just that crackling voice
Mhm.
that it's going in and out of Anakin. I'm getting chills thinking about it now, man. It's just
Yeah, it's
an
James Earl
incredible
Jones
scene.
and it's Hayden.
It's
both.
just an incredible scene.
Yeah.
It's in my top. If we do a top 5 moments of Star Wars right now, I guarantee you, just even though it's recency bias, it'd be in that list for sure. At least 10.
Yeah, definitely top 10.
Maybe not top 5, but definitely top 10.
Yeah.
It's just one of my favorite moments in Star Wars now.
We keep talking about wanting to do that 100 list.
Oh,
top
yeah,
100.
we
It's a
need to
big old
sit down.
project. Yeah.
We need to on another
Spreadsheets.
night and maybe even just from home and I'll be on a call and just talk about our
Maybe.
favorite moments.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna take some time to put that list together.
Oh yeah.
What's your number 7?
Number
Evan.
7 was boarding the Halcyon. Like when you get in that first little elevator after the pre-safety video that spoils everything. When you get in that little elevator,
I turn my back to it.
yeah, thankfully I was not watching. I turned my back. But that little elevator when the doors close, you see the screen that's taking you up and that music that hits you, that's when you know you're really doing it. I think the fact that I was I'm really doing this. I paid all this money. It's finally here because you pay in advance, so far in advance.
Right.
So the payment doesn't really hit you. You know, it hits your wallet.
It's actually kind of
but-
smart that they do it that way.
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
It's like dining plan where it's you
Yeah.
forget about it. It's
Yeah.
it's free. It's
Yeah.
it is not free.
yeah. I got there and I'm finally doing this, and I didn't have to pay. Well, I paid 4 months ago, but yeah, I didn't have to pay. But no,
You know
it's just that It's
Paris still has their dining plan.
ours is coming back.
I'm
Ar-
gonna. Yeah,
it's
they've
gonna
been
be a
saying that
D20.
forever.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
a D23
Oh,
announcement.
all right.
That's another one that we didn't mention. Blizzard Beach is also going to be announced.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah,
But that doesn't.
th-
that stuff doesn't count.
I don't-
Phantasmic's coming back. Blizzard Beach is coming
Yeah,
back.
none of that counts.
Okay, cool.
Blizzard Beach
Yeah,
is just
yeah, it
Blizzard
doesn't
Beach is
count.
just under a refurb.
Yeah, that stuff doesn't.
You think we're gonna
count.
get a Tron open date?
Yes.
Yeah, December
100%.
1st.
Yep.
I'm here in March 1st now.
Of
But
2023.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I had heard originally December 1st.
Of
Yeah.
this year?
Mm-hmm.
No way
Dude,
in
it's
hell.
physically they're testing the people on it. All they have to do is get it
Really?
Finish some landscaping.
cosmetically ready.
Yeah.
Okay then.
And there's been times where I was like, I forget what it was. It was Toy Story Land. When I was in Toy Story Land
Mm-hmm.
for a cast preview,
Mm-hmm.
and it was 2 months away, I was like, there is no fucking chance this opens on time.
Yeah.
The shit was still covered in plastic.
Yeah.
It looked like a goddamn shit show. And I was like, there's no way this is going to
Still
open
look
on
like
time.
a construction site.
It
It's
opened on
it's
time.
open.
It opened
Yeah.
on time.
Wow.
So I think it could. I think it would be. I feel like they're saving it for D23 because they have to.
They
Yep.
need
And
something.
If this wasn't a D23 year, this would be a blog post,
Yeah.
and they'd be like opening in December. But I think
Yeah.
it's giving people enough time to come for opening day if they want to.
That's true.
But I think it's gonna be December 1st. I really do. And if it's not December 1st, I'm saying March 1st,
Okay.
or maybe April 1st, because that would be the start of their next quarter.
I'm just so
Or
happy
no,
there's
March,
going to be
'cause it's
previews.
October,
I'm just
so
going to do the
yeah,
previews.
March.
Don't even bother for the boarding groups on opening day. Just previews and be done.
Are you not excited about Tron?
No, I'm excited,
Oh,
but I
okay.
hate boarding groups and I
Oh,
hate
yeah.
going to opening days of stuff. I just
Well,
done.
Guardians today had the boarding group open all day.
Nice.
And when you told me that, I went and looked at the Lightning Lane and it had one for a minute away.
Wow.
I could have left my house and
It's
wow,
not
waltzed
because
right on.
it's not popular. It's really efficient.
Very efficient.
It's a very
incredibly
efficient
efficient ride.
ride.
Yeah.
Plus with the 2 pre-shows,
Yeah.
very efficient.
Yeah.
And then also the brilliance of the 2 lanes on each side.
Yes. It
Yeah,
just
pulls-
feels
it
like
just
you don't
pulls the
wait.
crowd- it just
It
pulls
feels
the
like you
crowd
don't
in,
wait.
so it's
I
worth
love
Dual
it.
loading and dual exiting.
Yep.
From a technical standpoint, yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right, who's next?
Might be
Tom?
my number 7. Or did I? That was my number 7 the Force Awakens crawl? No. That was what? Okay. My number 7 is, so I did not know that Savi's was going to hit that hard.
I should have put it on my list.
But when I did Savi's for the first time, I just wasn't expecting it. I was like, yeah, cool, I'm going to make a lightsaber, a little bit of a show. I really didn't know what to expect, but it's just like, I'm a Jedi now. You know, it's just like if you...
Well, gingers can't be Jedi, so
I'm coming over there, short shit. I tried to prank him on his work phone the other day, and he answered. I'm like, God damn it. That's all right. But anyway, just the way, the speech from I can never remember his name. Do you guys remember it?
Do you talk about
The Gatherer?
The
Yeah.
Gatherer?
Yeah, he's just Gatherer.
The Gatherer.
No, he has an actual name.
I think they used their actual name.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it's
It's
a
been the
character.
same. It's been the same name twice. I thought.
Oh,
okay.
shoot. Then you're
if,
right. Then.
If it is, I don't remember it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't either, but I want to know.
Never
now.
mind. Maybe I'm. But anyway, I swear to God, it was the same name. But the speech they give to Yoda talking, and spoiler alert, but whatever.
It's been around for 2
Yeah.
3
years.
years.
3 years. Yeah, 3 years.
To getting to pick your own fucking kyber crystal. Just the whole thing.
There's an Etsy shop that sells a kyber crystal holder that's that exact kyber crystal holder.
That's,
Oh, that's cool.
spectacular.
and it's
That's
only like
cool.
$80.
That's not bad.
Jeez.
Not at all.
In
Di-
2 years,
should
Disney
sell one
will
of them.
sell that.
Yeah,
It'll be
100%.
$100. So.
That'd be 150.
Yeah.
It's huge, man. The thing is that
Yeah, that thing's
container is
big.
massive.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the little holder
No,
on,
no,
the,
no,
on
no.
the desk.
The light
The
up.
freaking
Yes, the container for the kyber
canister.
crystals. Yes.
Holy, yeah, they'll sell that for $200.
$100.
Yeah.
It would be cool. I'd buy
Yeah,
one.
I'd buy it too.
100%.
Oh, I'd buy that.
I have
Yeah.
all the kyber crystals. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
My one thing
I'd wait
that's
till everyone
weird.
gets 50% off again.
The one thing that's weird with Savis though is you can't do yellow or white. I'm like, why not? Let us do that.
That is weird.
It's only blue, red, purple, green.
Oh, that's right. Why don't they do yellow and white?
No idea.
I don't know.
Weird.
I never thought about that.
Neither did I. Whatever.
In
Who cares?
universe, maybe for white, you have to take a red kyber and purify it to make it white. So maybe that's in universe, but I can't think of an out of universe.
Do we
reason.
know
Like,
whose Ahsoka's purified?
I thought it was some of the Inquisitors.
I feel like you're right on that.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure
think
it's
you're
the
right.
I think you're
Inquisitors.
right.
Yeah.
I can't remember. She's got so much for a character that's been around for such a short period of time. She has so much lore.
And
Just
the
quite a
sad
bit.
thing is, so much of
It's
it's
gonna
just
get
in
worse.
books.
I
Like,
don't
we're-
mean worse in a bad way.
True. No, yes, we're gonna get
More.
so much Ahsoka, which is good because she's a good
I love
character,
it. I'm wearing this shirt today.
right?
Yes.
I'm staring at the
Ahsoka
awesome
shirt.
figure right there.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at the box while you're looking at the
We're
figure.
just all Ahsoka right
All
now. We're
Ahsoka.
fanboying on Ahsoka.
And someone somewhere is looking at her nude scenes.
So
Rosario
what's your number
Dawson's.
7 there, Brad?
Don't look at my phone history.
Heyo.
What are we doing? Number 7.
No, you're on number 6.
That's
Number
true. Number
6,
6.
sorry.
I tried to save us.
My number 6 is the Rise of Skywalker trailer at Star Wars Celebration.
It's good.
Being
6.
around that many Star Wars fans at the first glimpse of the conclusion of the trilogy.
Oh, I forgot that's the first one. I was like, wait, we watched it together, but that was the second one.
No, this is the trailer that I don't even know if they I guess they did release it. The one where she's in the desert
Eventually. Yeah.
and she jumps over
Jumps
his
over.
thing and cuts his what TIE fighter is that? Is that
Whisper.
his Whisper?
Yeah.
Cuts the wing off, and then that's pretty much the trailer. You get like a few things here or there, but just I remember looking around at the reaction because it was me and Alex there. I feel like he might correct me, but I'm pretty sure he teared up too. But there was a dude next to me that was bawling his fucking eyes
Yeah.
out. And I was just like, that made me kind of tear up because I'm like, fuck, this means so much to everyone here.
Yeah.
And these are the real Star Wars fans that aren't bitching about every little fucking thing. Because everyone who hates Star Wars was still in that room watching that fucking trailer and jazzed. So fuck all of you. I don't give a fuck what you say. The movie turned out how it turned out. You can still be excited. And it was exciting, and it was just a really cool experience. And
Yep.
I saw The Last Jedi one. This one hit harder than The
Yeah.
Last Jedi trailer did because
Yeah.
it was
'Cause
just
it's
like
the end.
the end, and you're like,
Yeah.
because everything about Last Jedi was like, are we going to see Luke? Are we going to see Luke? Are we going to see Luke? And then you see him, it's time for the Jedi, and you're like, oh shit, that's crazy. But this trailer hit way harder, especially in person.
Yeah. I bet.
Plus, you're also sitting with fans who didn't get to get into the major panel, so everyone's like just so ecstatic.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I got the Happy Meal box. I can't find another one on the internet that exists.
Oh wow.
I don't
I'm
even.
sure there's someone has one that's somewhere that's gonna sell it, but
I've tried to see because I'm not going to sell it. I'm just curious what it's
No.
going for
Mm-hmm.
because everyone just threw those away. I traded panel access for that.
it's funny.
Yeah, for the Mando panel, I traded, but I still got to go to the Mando panel. But I traded access for that Happy Meal box. I love that's one of my favorite collectibles that I own. I love that thing. Have you seen it? What it looks like?
Yeah.
It's so fucking cool.
It is.
All right,
It's tits. What's your number 6,
Tis.
Evan?
I remember watching the
You remember titties?
secondary. Yeah. Some barely, but I don't know where I'm going with that joke. Yeah, sure. I remember watching the second one with you, and we had to watch football to get to it, and that was
second
so
titty?
annoying. They were just like, "Do you want to watch it? Is the trailer coming? Do you want to see it?" And we're like, "Yes."
that was
Stop.
you, me, and Josh, right?
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
trailer, the reactions on YouTube, but
It's got like 300,000.
that was
views on
awesome. That's the closest I've ever been to a celebration, so I need
It.
to
It was fun.
get my ass to one in a couple years. But-
Yeah, I'm hoping London happens. With news I got today, it might not, just because of. We'll have to see. What I told you about earlier today.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. Or what's that? Yesterday, technically.
That was today.
I can't remember what you told me about today.
It was Holly.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay, right.
We're fine. Everything's good. It was nothing wild, but it's just could be bad news. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping I'm still getting to go. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Some good news for my number 6.
Yes.
Was it's kind of a cheat because like 15 things happened, but the whole entire Galactic Star Cruiser finale, that was just 20 minutes of bawling.
I'm kind of bummed I didn't put anything on this in my list because it's one of my favorite things I've ever done in Star Wars. But there were other moments where I was like, these moments hit harder.
Yeah.
I was more excited.
I was
than
super
emotional.
excited, but like it just everything happening around you. Two of these characters you spent 45-ish hours with, like. Even if you didn't hang out with Sammy like I didn't much, just all of his moments made me cry. And I'm like, dang, what if I actually hung out with you? I'd be over there weeping.
Mhm.
So like, that shows you how good it is. Because like I didn't care about Linka at all, but stuff that she was doing made me cry.
Yeah.
It was just
Thumbs down.
My number 6 is Halcyon as well.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say the whole Halcyon, but there was one moment in particular I think I was at my most moved. Let's say during lightsaber training. When I was talking to the Saja, we didn't know. I don't think we didn't know at that time yet that she was a guardian of the will. We didn't know that, but we were just talking.
We learned that.
We learned that later
in the atrium.
their
Yeah,
like
when we pulled her to
patches,
the side.
like, the logo of their patches even looks like the temple on Jeddah.
I know.
I never made that connection.
I feel like a fucking idiot for
I
not
still
like
didn't know
figuring it
that.
out.
Like it's
Yeah.
spelled out right
I still
there.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I found that out today.
I was
Like, yeah.
Interesting.
I
So
also
anyway.
found out recently that in the story, it's Linka Mock's second voyage. She's only been around for 2 trips.
that's cool.
And I also found out Sandro's last name is Ollivander.
That sounds like a fucking Harry Potter.
That's what I thought too. I was
Well,
like,
it
eh,
does.
Sandro Ollivander.
it works, but it does sound like a Harry Potter.
Only
name.
Because it sounds like
Ollivander.
Ollivander.
That's
Yeah.
the only
Yeah.
reason.
But I think it works.
Still, it does
anyhow,
sound like a Harry Potter character.
What the fuck was I talking about?
the Saja.
The Halcyon, thank you. We were in lightsaber training, and I was just kind of fucking around, and she just was coaching everybody up as you walked around, it was your turn with the lightsaber, and I was doing it one-handed, and she asked why or how I was using it. I was like, I was doing one-handed because of Anakin Skywalker, and on a dime, she goes, type 7, like wielding type 7, or she just like knew how. What he did, how he swung his lightsaber around, just like the swordsmanship or
How
whatever you want to
fucking
call
cool
it.
is that?
Think about that.
But
You
it's
guys
not
went-
Star Wars enough.
You guys went in
You know what
May.
I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
there was
guys?
probably
I know.
only, 30 voyages at that point?
At that time, yeah.
Yeah.
So out of the 30 voyages, how many times do you think she got to break that out? Like once?
Maybe.
Like
if
that knowledge that she has. She's
Yeah,
got to
Style
use it,
7,
like,
she called it, right?
come
Yeah,
on,
Style
that's
7.
insane. That she knows
It
the
was
forms
just-
of lightsaber.
And then
combat.
I went and looked it up after the fact. I'm like, boy, she was right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy
really?
fuck,
Wow.
yeah.
That's fucking.
And
cool,
that's what,
man.
like, it's just like that. In that moment, I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
This is just
The fact that she knows that. Like a nerd like me, I only know Dooku uses Form 2. That's the only one I know.
form.
But she can be like,
yeah,
Anakin
form
uses 7. Dooku
seven.
uses
She's
2.
like, yeah,
She
form
could
7.
just,
Form 7, yeah.
yeah,
I
that's
know
insane.
2 and 7 now.
Now, yeah. And she,
Right?
she
Thank
knows
you,
all of
Saja.
them. She knows all of them. That's
Saja
incredible.
is a Ray in the parks.
Oh, is she?
Well, she looks like it. Remember Saja? Where, like,
she looks.
Yeah,
a
she
Rey.
is. No, I've
I
seen
thought.
her.
I actually thought it was going to be Ray in hiding, like in like.
Oh, that's
For a hot
was-
minute there, I
that
thought
could be
so
cool.
too. Yeah.
That's what I thought was going to
They
go
could definitely
down.
do that if they wanted.
Because I remember them saying that. I remember Lynn telling me beforehand that you've encountered Ray like kind of out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, she's going to be undercover as this Saja.
Maybe
That'd be
she's
cool.
That would've been very cool.
maybe one of the Sajas are like a backup Ray.
Maybe.
If like the
Oh,
other
there's
Ray.
that for a lot of stuff. There's
oh,
a new
backups, yeah.
there's a new freaking Croy I saw the other day. He's got a mustache. I'm like,
Oh,
Croy with a
interesting.
mustache? Shocking.
I love
Do you
it.
want to know how
Scandalous.
first world country we live in? Like, I'm already anxious about my next Halcyon voyage that it won't be Adam.
Oh, I'm requesting Adam.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. I'm
I'll
not
try.
going with it.
Yeah.
I'll wait. If they're like, you have to wait 2 months, I'll be like, fine.
I don't want to do it without him.
Yeah, same.
I
Can
can't
we
do it without
please
that
get
Croy.
our thing together and try to get Kyle and his? I heard his little bitch ass on Fourth Mother Box being like, "Oh, it's so expensive." Shut up.
His
It's the cheapest
girlfriend's
it's
telling
gonna
him
be.
to go places, so it's
Come on. He's like, last year was expensive, dude. You got money. What are you doing? What kids do you
Dude,
have?
if I can
what are
make
you
it happen-
doing?
oh, don't say that.
What do you mean?
The kids thing.
What? You
Like-
don't have responsibility. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, well, I thought you were talking like, you don't
No,
have
no,
money
no, no,
because you
no.
don't have kids.
No, no,
Okay,
no, no,
okay.
no,
Sorry,
no.
sorry.
I was saying
there's like
the
two things
opposite.
I get triggered there.
No. I was just being
Okay.
like, you don't have any responsibilities.
Right.
Like, go for
Use
it.
the money on
Use
yourself.
the money on yourself. Like,
Yeah.
go for it.
If I can
Do
make it
something- do
happen,
something
come on,
nice.
Kyle. You can make it happen.
Right? Come on, man.
He will.
How
I
fun
think
would it be
Kyle
for all
will.
of us to all do it
Oh,
together? God damn it,
fantastic.
that'd be so fucking fun.
Fantastic, yeah.
We just have to commandeer the hologram and keep someone there at all times so else
Oh.
can play.
No, we're getting there early. We're going to say hey to LaBeth.
Mhm.
We're going to get our drinks, and we're going to take the table. We're going to
Hell
get
yeah.
smashed, and then I'm going to go
Oh my
find
gosh.
Croy.
I'm gonna bring
Dude,
alcohol
yes.
this time.
Smuggle it in. Why not?
Can you?
I don't know.
I know you can
I'm
on a
not
real
trying.
cruise.
Why can't you? You can do
Well,
it
what's the
at
worst?
Disney World.
What's the worst? They say is take this back to your car. You okay?
That's true.
Like, sure.
if it's a sealed bottle of Buffalo Trace, see how specific I got?
Very.
Sealed bottle of Buffalo
I
Trace.
was gonna take a fuzzy tauntaun, but okay.
No, I won't Buffalo. I want to get hammered on whiskey.
I
I
mean,
mean a bantha.
this
bantha
got in,
trace.
but that's not as tough.
Interesting.
right.
Yeah. You don't remember that?
Vaguely.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
vaguely.
mean, it looks like a little like canister that they have on their first order. So
Yeah.
you know,
All right, where we at?
it's
Number
fine.
5.
It's fine.
My number 5 is seeing the Falcon on Batuu for the first time opening day at Disneyland.
It's a good one.
It blew my fucking mind because, like, when you hear things like that, you're like, "I've never seen anything like this before." I suppose all the Disney buzzwords
Yes.
for
Yes.
marketing.
Yes.
Yep.
You're like,
Innovative.
full size
immersive.
Millennium Falcon. You're like, sure it is.
Something you've never seen.
But then you see the thing and you're like, "Fuck, that is the real Falcon!"
Yeah,
Holy
that's-
shit! It's like the cool. To me, that was like the coolest part of my day. I remember just standing underneath it, just being like, "What in the fuck?
Yeah.
What in the? This is real. This is real." I just couldn't believe it.
And there's only 2 of them in the whole world right now.
It blew my mind. It's still, when you think about like how detailed the Falcon is there, it looked like I always make a point to see the Falcon when I'm in Galaxy's Edge because
Yeah.
it is
Fuck yeah.
just the shit. I'm not like one of the Falcon guy. Everyone has like the thing they love.
Me
I'm
too.
not like a Falcon guy, but it is just so. It's not that I don't like it, but it is just so fucking cool to see that thing in person. It's the shit.
Yeah. And
And
now it's the official Falcon.
Yeah, I burst into tears, man. I just couldn't believe it because I saw it coming around the Marketplace Way.
Mm-hmm.
You
Because
can
I
see
knew
the, like,
where
the
it
corner
was,
of the cockpit.
Just around the riverbank.
I knew which way
Yeah.
not to go because I talked to people who went to the media stuff the night before, and I was like, I want to reveal, and they're like, okay,
you
walk
told
around.
me this for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a cooler reveal than walking up to the stairs and seeing it kind of because you can kind of see it a little bit before you get up to it. This way, it's a little harder. You can
Yeah.
kind of see it a
Going
little
past
bit. but-
Oga's is the much better view.
Yeah. But yeah, I just fuck that moment, man. God, it was so cool.
I still have the video the first time of me walking through it.
Oh,
Walking
no
through
way.
Galaxy's Edge. It's
That's
a
so
minute
cool.
and 45. September 27th, 2019 at Disneyland.
Is he gonna play through the play it?
No,
Press play.
no, I can't. It's on my iPhone.
Oh,
I'll get it over to my other phone and I'll play it.
do
like,
it. Yeah, do it.
Not
Man.
not now, like future show.
Sure. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds fine.
You were with Dallin too, right?
I was with Dallin, TPM Vids, Sam from Expedition Theme Park. I'm missing somebody. I apologize.
I'm jealous of Dallin. He's going to D23, man.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh, how could you? So jealous.
I feel like I'm missing somebody. If I am, I apologize. Oh, who was it, Adam? Was that the night we went? We hung out with Adam the Woo.
I don't think he was there opening day. Yeah, he was. I'm stupid. He was there opening day.
I think that's the same. Yeah, because this is the night we did the reverse stretching room, and
yeah,
Jackie
you
from
said
Super
Dan was there with
Enthused.
you. You said Dan, yeah.
Dan.
What a day.
Who's Dan? Dan.
Disney Dan.
No, he wasn't there that day.
Oh, no. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. It was fun. Who
There's a
gives
lot of
shit?
awesome
Who cares?
people,
It was
yeah.
cool. It was a fun experience, and I will never forget opening day at Galaxy's Edge. It was
Yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah.
So fun.
Do you
I wish I. Go ahead.
Do you have 5 or 4 left? I'm sorry.
I'm on my number 5 now.
Okay.
I have
okay.
4 left, so I
Yeah,
just did
after
5.
this. Okay.
Yeah, this
okay.
is my 5. So my number 5, speaking of people that it was with, awesome people that we were with, I was with you when we exited Rise of the Resistance on opening day. We both kind of like, we were in the vicinity of each other, but we both like sat down in separate corners and we just, you were crying over there, I was bawling over there.
This
like,
is crossover for sure.
yeah, I don't know. We just didn't know what to say. All we could do was cry. Because at that point, it was like, Galaxy's Edge was obviously legit. Like, that place is awesome. But they're like, when you go on that attraction, you're like, this is really real.
Yeah,
like,
this-
Galaxy's Edge is like, okay, they built some buildings.
Yeah.
But like,
This sealed the
Rise-
deal of it being like a cohesive land. We're like,
Yeah.
okay, this is what this land needed as a finishing like
Yeah.
chef's kiss to make
To
it
me, before
complete.
Rise, Oga's was like the e-ticket. I'm like, Oga's is the best thing here. You need
Really?
to do Oga's. You gotta
Over
do Falcon.
Savvy's?
Yeah.
Oh, I
But
don't know
well-
about that.
I think
I
it's
didn't do
just more-
Savi's
I think-
until day 5.
I think it's more
So-
accessible though.
It is more accessible,
yeah.
but I don't know.
You gotta know how much he loves Rex, though.
I know.
That was the big part of it.
And you
I
liked
know.
him before that, so
Yeah.
it wasn't just like you.
Yeah, I loved him on Star Tours,
Yeah,
and I
it's-
didn't do Savi's. I was questioning if I was going to do it for a while. You
I remember.
I
I
didn't,
talked you into it, didn't I?
Yeah, I didn't do it till September 3rd or 2nd, one of the two. September 2nd, I think. So it took me a little bit to be like, all right, I'll do it. And then obviously I loved it, but Rise was just like, oh, this is what Galaxy's Edge really is. It's like
Mhm.
this is everything they've been promising, and they didn't backtrack on anything. Like in Galaxy's Edge, you're like, oh, okay, they backtracked with this. This didn't happen. All
Mhm.
right. But Rise was like, they delivered. They did it. They actually did it. Same with the Halcyon. It's like I can't believe they actually did it. Those
Yeah,
are the
that's
two
true.
things where they fully
Son of a bitch,
delivered.
did it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. But crossover. I'll get to it
Yeah, I
later.
figured you
Yeah.
guys will. Okay. I have my number 5 is, and this could be controversial, and we mentioned it last show. You asked if Rey Skywalker gets anybody in this room upset. No. And in fact, it moves me emotionally that she actively chooses to be like against her bloodline. And that just goes to show you could do that.
Mhm.
Anybody could do that.
Yeah.
If you're in a situation, you're in a shitty, crummy ass situation, and like your family, you just don't feel like you fit in. Like you don't have to, you could walk away. You can go be your own thing, start your own path.
Yep.
I think that message, if you can get past all the fucking misogynistic dicks who can't handle a strong female lead,
Yeah.
choosing her own path. Like if you get past that, it tells a really good story.
You
I'm
know
with
what?
you.
As much as I like side tangent, but bear with me. As much as I obviously don't like the last Spider-Man, the good thing of it was like how it's his whole origin story. These 3
Right.
movies,
Right.
That is awesome. I love that for Tom Holland Spider-Man. This trilogy was kind of Rey's origin story. At the end of Episode 9, that's Rey. We finally get to where she is.
That's a great point.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if we ever do get, we will one day, 10, 11, 12. That's gonna be
We
Rey.
will.
I
That'll be her
really hope
story.
so, and I really hope they plan it out. Because it could be really,
They've learned.
really cool.
Yeah,
it
they've
could be really cool. Like an older Rey.
Yes.
God damn, that'd be cool. Like, not
Yeah.
even like super old. It doesn't need to be like Luke. But like in 20 years or so,
Yeah.
15 years, do 10, 11, 12.
But she's going through menopause.
God. she's
Forced
just
menopause.
angry. I told you to hold the lightsaber like this.
Brad, what's your number 4?
My number 4 was something it caught me completely off guard. First time I saw it, and it was Yoda in the Last Jedi.
I almost
I
put that
just
on here.
didn't see
Yeah.
it coming.
That counts for my like whole Yoda theme. For
I
me,
just
but
didn't see it coming. I just didn't see it coming. And I remember being in the theater and be like, what fucking Yoda?
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's Yoda. I lost it. And again, I'm not like a huge Yoda guy, but it was just like not the way I am with like R5D4.
Qui-Gon.
I'm a Luke and Qui-Gon guy.
Yeah.
So I was all in for Last Jedi. I don't get. You're all crazy to not like his arc in that story. You're insane.
Yeah.
But just seeing, him reconnect to the Force, and the first thing that comes to him is his master. That is just such fucking awesome
And
writing.
the first thing Yoda says too is like,
Missed you have I, and it's just like, oh.
missed you have I.
And then like what his dialogue, because it could have easily been just a cheap throwaway. Hey, it's Yoda. He teaches Luke his final fucking lesson.
Yeah.
Like, how fucking cool is that? How cool is it that Yoda taught Luke again
After
in
all
this
these
movie?
years, he's
After
still
all these years, and he's
teaching him.
still learning.
It
Yeah.
just
I mean,
spectacular.
Jesus Christ! And we are what they grow beyond. Failure is the biggest teacher. Like all those, it's the now classic Yoda lines.
Mhm.
Classic Yoda lines.
Yep.
In a movie that everyone says they don't like.
Yeah.
But it's
Red
how
them
can
have
you
you.
not? How can you
Bunch
not?
of pricks.
Page turners.
They
they
were not. Like, he's funny. He's very Yoda.
Yeah.
They used the original mold for the puppet. They had Frank Oz come back. Like, it's one of, again, top 5 Star Wars moments of all time. It's just so fucking good.
That'll,
It's just
when
so
we do
good.
that list for top 100, it'll be in the top 10, 5 or 10.
It's my favorite moment in The Last Jedi. That whole scene.
I think you're right.
I like the crate reveal more,
Sure.
but it just made me
Yeah.
more emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's gonna be so tough. That's gonna be a fun list.
Yeah, we got to
Fun
do it.
List, man.
We got to do it.
What's your number 4? Speaking of fun, Evan.
Yeah, to finish that though, the anytime Yoda's theme plays, but that ties
Mhm.
in with mine. But even
100%.
like in the RIP now, the Jedi Training by Star Tours,
In the
when
Star
Yoda's
Wars
theme
fireworks.
plays,
The Star Wars fireworks.
RIP also
Right
Star
before,
Wars
right before
fireworks.
it would start the show, that's what they would end on.
In the parks, anytime I hear it, I cry. So yeah, number 4 for me,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
opening day of our Galaxy's Edge here in Florida. I didn't even I think I got all my crying out before I got to the Falcon because I just stopped in my tracks.
He's balling in line.
I was. I got to the A-wing, and like I don't care about the Falcon in terms of like my favorite ships. Same with A-wings.
I'm with
A-wings
you.
are like my last favorite. I don't care about A-wings. But
B-wings
that was the
are my
first
jam.
thing I saw. I'm like, and I stopped in front of that A-wing, let thousands of people just keep going past me, and I just like, I saw the A-wing. I'm like, that's a real A-wing. So I started crying there. So I didn't have any
a
more
similar
tears.
moment in Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland,
Yeah.
and it was by an A-wing too. That's what's funny.
Right. Theirs is in a different spot.
There's a different spot.
but
Theirs are like right next to each other.
I think that's so much cooler to have the two ships
They're
next
cool.
to each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't have any tears left by the time I got around to the Falcon.
He was
So your
dehydrated
Falcon
'cause it
moment
was
was
August in Orlando.
Yeah, and I was wearing a jacket. So
You were you wore that jacket forever.
because I didn't have any cool stuff, I didn't have any Star Wars clothes. But now
I
I
remember
have, like,
seeing you sweat, and you're like, "Hey," I'm
I was like,
Jesus,
I need a fuzzy tauntaun, and you're like, no, you need water.
you need Gatorade, bro.
But yeah, I mean that day, I'll never forget that day. Top probably 5 day of my life. Like met you and went to Oga's 3 times. Saw Rex 3 times. 9 a.m. I
keep forgetting
Jet
you,
juice
you
at
did
9
Oga
a.m.
3 times in a day.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Some people just successively do things over and over again. We all got our voices.
Yeah. But
Ogas,
yeah, that whole day was just
Rise.
crying.
Buffalo
But I got
Trace.
most of it out at
Buffalo
like,
Trace.
at like 5 a.m. was where I got most of it out. So
Weed
that's
and
always a good way
treason.
to start your day. 5 a.m. crying.
Yeah.
Tom's just storming the Capitol.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 hold up.
Oh yeah.
Hold up. I was not there.
He was the Buffalo guy. Don't let
Good
him
Lord. I was on my couch in
I
Phoenix,
knew
Arizona.
Tom was familiar.
I
knew
was
it.
I was actually in Oga's.
Oh, when all
I
that
remember
happened.
you.
really?
Yeah.
The bartender's one that told us,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
which is hilarious. He
You're
was
like,
so
I
out
don't
of
feel safe. Let's go
character.
home.
I thought something bad was gonna go
He
down. I was like,
could have just been like, hey, they're storming Coruscant or something.
my concern was them like some idiot doing something at Disney, because who knew what, like at the time you don't know what's going on.
Well,
everywhere
there's been
else.
people of like protesting and booing Hall of Presidents, freaking animatronics that aren't people. So like, come on.
I'm mad.
I know. I
Put a red tie on him, then I'd like him.
exactly. It'd be like, give me money. Yay, blue.
If you're not objective, it's just I can't.
I
deal
know.
With you. I just
I
can't.
haven't purposely avoided it with Biden in it. I just haven't.
I just
gone
don't
in.
care.
I just haven't gone in.
I watched.
I
don't-
watch Biden's. That's
have
the first
I-
one I've watched since the first Bush.
I have a
been
video
that long.
from, I think it was the last Hall of Presidents show before they added Trump. And for some reason that hit and had like 70, 80,000 views on it. And I
Wow.
don't know why.
Yeah, because it was
It was just clickbait.
Historic.
It's just
And
you,
that,
you,
yeah.
you could watch it anytime. And it would be the same
It's
show
been there
without
for
Donald
51
Trump.
years. Like
So like it was
Yeah.
just I
I know.
happened to be there and filmed it, and I was
Yeah.
just like,
the
oh,
smartest
this would
thing
work.
they've done with that though is taken out the speech. They just do the oath of office and then move on. That's such a good
Oh,
idea.
agreed.
That should have been
Yeah.
day one. Like, we
Agreed.
don't need a whole
surprised
speech.
I'm surprised it's still there, to be honest with you.
True.
the Hall of Presidents.
Yeah.
It's just for now it's still around because
I don't care. I love American history, so I'm here for it.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I
That's
like
why
it.
the American Pavilion's one of my favorite.
Yeah, I like
God,
world
I
history,
love
so
that
that's
show.
why I love Hall of Presidents.
I haven't seen American Adventure in probably
Oh,
4 years, but
That's
I
one of my
fucking
favorites.
love that.
We
show.
were waiting
25
for it, and the
years.
Voices of Liberty came out and sang in front of us. That was cool.
that's great. I would love to see.
It was Rob
under-
Plays. That's who
Oh,
was with
yeah.
me.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's right.
But I would love to see underneath the seats for like where they store all those sets, where they come up and shift over and go up and down, all those sets and animatronics.
I would love to see
That's
that too.
such a freaking production.
Oh, that yeah.
Because like there's like a whole submarine ship thing that's there 1 second and it goes away and then there's a
I
whole
know.
other set piece. I'm like,
I
how do
know.
you do this? Crazy.
It's a cool show, man.
That is cool.
What were we
Uh,
talking about?
My number 4
Yeah.
or 3?
Number.
it's my number
Mine
4.
was 4, so yeah.
My number 4. Okay. And this one always gets me in the tugging at my heart. But when Chewie gets Han's medal and finds out Leia's died, it's like
Really?
Yeah.
This high up on your list?
Well,
yes.
Wow.
The two separate
Are you
parts.
fucking kidding me?
That doesn't affect me in the least.
The medal doesn't affect me, but we'll get to the Chewie's
It's not-
reaction for me.
It's not
Actually,
the medal. It's Chewie's reaction. Like I never thought like a fictional being, just an overgrown hairy dog
Yeah.
that's 10 times taller than I am would just like could convey emotion that would just make me feel.
Yeah, but they don't do anything with it.
We'll get there. The medal, no. There's two separate scenes. He's talking about
Yeah,
when,
that's why you led with the medal.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why I
I'm
was-
sorry.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
he's talking
I'm
about
sorry.
when they tell Poe and
when he
Chewie
when he
that she's
finds
gone.
out that,
Gotcha.
that she's gone. My bad.
That's on my list
yeah,
too. So we'll get
yeah,
there.
not the medal. Jesus Christ. For whatever reason, I was combining the two of them together.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Maz is the
Yeah.
one that gave him the medal.
Yes,
like, at the
correct.
very end.
Very end, correct. Yeah. So I take that back. When Chewie finds out Leia has died.
Okay, that makes more sense to
Yes.
me.
Yeah,
than
the metal,
thing.
no, but I agree.
My bad.
You're
Yeah.
good. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's on my
It
list.
is sad.
Crossover.
I will say it is sad, but I feel like it's just sad and they don't do anything with it. They don't show him like.
Oh, I think they show
Cutting
him
himself?
the
I
most.
mean,
later before the Battle of Exegol, they show him like sulking in a corner, and the guy's like, "Come on, buddy, we need you." And she was
that's
like,
right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
do show
He's
that.
like, he doesn't
Okay.
even want to go to battle. He's like, "I'm done, guys." But
That's
then
true.
I
he
think
did go through a lot of shit.
he's lost everybody.
Chewie's gone
Han,
through the
Luke.
most.
Yeah, he's lost
Yeah.
everybody.
I think I've pointed that out. In
He's
one
like
episode.
the
he
Obi-Wan
went through
of
everything.
non-Force creatures. Like,
Yeah.
like
He's been through a lot
Obi-Wan's
of
lost
shit,
everybody.
man.
Chewie's lost everybody.
Rest in peace, Chewbacca.
Also, he doesn't even get the Falcon. He's always the co-pilot. He's like, "Oh, this Rey chick now is taking the ship that
He's
should be mine."
He's
Like,
a dog. You
True.
don't. You wouldn't leave all your stuff to your.
yes,
Okay, maybe you would.
yes, I would.
What's your number 3, Brad?
Jackson deserves everything.
My number 3 is Rise of the Resistance for the first time. I told you it was bound to happen. I have a video of me crying on it, and that video is not staged. You were with me there.
Not at all.
I didn't even know Holly was recording me, but she just like recorded me afterwards, and I just sat on the little bench
Between
thing
the two carts.
between
like,
the two carts at Rise, and I was just like, holy shit, that's real. Like,
Yeah.
And then I've read that 130 times now, but whatever. I don't know if it's that many. I quit counting after 100, but that ride is just unbelievable.
You're
you
definitely
will
at least
never
that.
see another ride like that ever made.
No. It's a miracle.
At least
it
not with
happened.
Disney.
You don't think so?
No, Epic
No.
Universe is going to have some, I think.
Epic Universe is gonna
Yeah, I
have
think they're
stuff
going to
on
have
that level.
theirs. And then we're going to be like,
That
well,
Donkey Kong cart coaster.
Oh, I
is
can't wait for
shaping
that.
up
it's
to
going to be like,
pretty
oh,
awesome.
well, at least we have Rise, but we'll never have anything like that.
It needs to be refurbed so bad.
Yeah, they just need to shut it down for a year, whatever it takes.
Oh, it won't take that
Fix
long.
the cannons.
6 months, if that. Like
whatever
not
it
even.
takes. I don't care. Whatever it takes.
Well, you know when those attractions like Splash have to have like the seasonal one because they have
Yeah.
like water damage and stuff. That only takes a few weeks. So
Right.
like, get in there and fix what you can. Even if you can't fix everything, fix some of it.
Well, everything's working now except the cannons.
The cannons.
Correct.
So,
But
you don't have to
I
fix
just-
much.
that
Although last
ride-
time I did it was B mode, but
Yeah, me
Dang.
too. Me too.
He has been more consistent, but he's still in B mode a quarter of the time.
It's cool to see, but I get but my thing is now
That
you have-
doesn't ruin the ride for me,
my
though.
thing is now though you have people paying for Lightning Lane on top of it. When you're paying additionally, you should get that experience
Yeah.
as much as you can perfect.
Mhm.
They
It's
don't-
never gonna be perfect.
They
So-
don't care, but yes, I agree.
that should be what funds the maintenance. You shouldn't have maintenance not be funded because of that shit at this point.
that's
It's
why I bitched when they
ridiculous.
skipped us through the transport and Ray's pre-show. I said,
Yeah. It's
Nope.
like, what are you doing?
let's go back.
Yep.
You built this for a
Mhm.
reason. It's part of the experience for a reason.
Yeah. But yep, number Rise. Just I'll never forget that. Like that is more important to me than Batu for the first time because
Mhm.
like that ride is just like a fucking religious experience if you're a Star Wars fan.
It's true. Evan, what's your 3?
Yeah. My number 3 is just another kind of cheat thing here, but it's the entire Kenobi finale.
Not cheap.
Cheat, like cheating. I'm
cheat. I
combining
thought you
so
said
many
cheap.
things. It's just the whole Kenobi finale, man. The fight with Vader / Anakin, maybe, and then like Leia and him, not Anakin, but Leia and Obi-Wan reuniting on Alderaan just for a little bit.
Oh, sure,
that
yeah.
conversation about her parents. Like
Yes.
Padme was this, Anakin was this. Like that kills you.
That's a good moment, yeah.
Yeah, like it's just that little Leia. She acts the hell out of that scene, and so does Ewan. Like they kill that scene. And
She's
then,
great in that show.
And then they teased us, and I can't remember if you guys did, but I gave up hope. I'm like, oh, Qui-Gon's not coming. But then before that, even we finally get a hello there. I even, stupid as I am, cried for hello there. And then I'm like, okay, this has been perfect. I don't care.
Hello there.
Yep. So I'm like, I don't even care if there's no Qui-Gon. This has been perfect. They saved that little last gut punch for last. They're like, Qui-Gon's here too. And it just kills you to see that in a good way.
I did not think we were getting Qui-Gon.
I didn't either. I gave up
I
on
was
it.
just like, there's no way. Because
Yeah.
he was like, I'm not in it.
Yeah.
Of course he said that.
Yeah, but like you can be like, you never know. Like when someone's just like, I'm not in it. I gotta quit falling for that. But I just
after the
tend to-
shit we just went through with like
Tom
Andrew
Holland and all that
Garfield
stuff.
and yeah,
I
Well, that's
know,
how
but
I am
kidding
now.
me? Like
Yeah.
fuck that.
I'm more like that now. But
Yeah,
like I would.
both Andrew and Qui-Gon. Yeah, Liam Neeson were like, we're not in it. We weren't even asked to be in
Yeah,
it.
see, it's one thing to be like, I'm not in it. If I was ever to be in it, that'd be exciting. But he was like, no, I haven't been contacted. I haven't.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess he's not doing
But now I don't believe any actor.
it. By the way, Guardians groups are still open.
That's awesome.
So if
That's
anyone
good.
wants to run over to group,
Just get rid of the
Guardians.
boarding group, guys.
Yeah,
you
they're
don't need
they're
it.
going to.
You don't need
They're
it.
gonna.
Do it for Tron for however long you want to, and then get rid of it. But Tron shouldn't have it either. I bet that's just as efficient.
I'll wait till
I lied.
tomorrow
I
night.
bet
I'm
it's
gonna do it
not.
tomorrow night.
I bet it's not as efficient because there's only one loading.
We don't know.
Yeah,
I guess
we
that's
don't know
true.
that yet.
That's true. Actually, I think there is 2. I've seen the Shanghai POVs.
I think people are going to be bummed with how short this ride is.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's super
1000%
short.
agreed,
It's
yeah.
super short. Yeah.
It's going to be like
I've
Rock
already
and Ro-
prepped myself how short it's
It's
going
going
to
to be like Rock and Roller Coaster short, if
Yeah.
not shorter.
Add that to the list
especially
of
if they
reasons I'm
compare
not
it to
going opening
Rewind.
day.
Shit,
Yeah, that's so long.
Yeah, that's a long
I
coaster.
love it.
I do
That's
too.
why I love it so much. We are. So you're number.
That was
Are
my
you
number
done?
3.
Yeah,
Yeah, just Kenobi.
Okay.
All of that. It's
that's
great.
that's badass. This one, and I guess you can call it a little bit of a cheat too, but it's from Book of Boba Fett, Episode 6, when Ahsoka looked to Luke and was just like, "So much like your father." Like, oh, I'm dead.
That's not a cheat.
I
Yeah,
know.
That totally counts.
Okay, it counts. But
yeah.
there's only been 2 times that I've shed tears with Star Wars. This was one of them.
That's a good one.
The other time is coming up, but
Because
yeah,
those are, Ahsoka's what, your top 2 or 3?
one, yeah, mhm.
Anakin, Ahsoka, and
Cal,
Cal.
yeah.
Those are your 3.
around that, yeah,
No question.
up there, and
Yeah.
I didn't,
Dude,
know.
What
And
if Ahsoka ever meets Cal? How awesome would that be?
It's going to happen.
I'm trying to place it.
It can happen. I don't
Yeah,
see a reason.
1,000%. They could run into each other in Survivor. I mean,
oh, okay. Well, I was trying to find a way to work this in organically, but Seer was part of the path. Her name is on that list in Kenobi.
on the wall.
Yeah. Seer's name is on that
Yeah,
wall.
I told you that during the thing. We talked about
Oh,
it.
you did
on the-
mention? Okay, but
Yeah.
I forgot he mentioned
I
it. But
I decoded all of it because that was fueling the rumors that Cal was coming.
Seer was. Wow.
yeah, Seer's on that wall. So come
okay.
on. Man,
We
gotta
talked
get-
about it.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
I forgot that too.
It might not have been on a show that I was on. There were a few shows I missed around that time.
That's true.
So
I remember you did say you decoded the whole wall. So
Yeah,
you
I
definitely
I remember
said
you
it.
saying
You
that, but
definitely
I
said
don't
it.
remember seeing the whole wall.
Yeah. You definitely said it.
So
I just forgot.
That's badass. I just found that out. Wow,
So, yeah,
I didn't know that.
They're going to meet. That'd be
Of course,
so cool.
Sears. Yeah.
But that's why everyone's like, he's going to show up in Obi-Wan. He's going to show up in Obi-Wan.
He should have. That should have been that random
It
dude.
really would have been cool if he was the guy on Tatooine.
That just
God
doesn't
damn,
get
that would've
hung.
been cool.
He lives,
Yeah, he just
of course.
escaped.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
I mean, they already, like you said, stole his whole storyline with
Hopefully, we get some.
Fortress.
You think they'd give us gameplay at D23 of
It's
Survivor?
very possible. I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
For whatever reason with me in D23, I just always, my brain just goes to the parks.
Me too.
I don't know why that is.
Well,
I
because
get
we
that.
have Celebration for Star Wars.
Yeah,
we
I think
have what's the convention for everything else? What's it called? Like
Comic-Con?
Comic-Con?
Comic-Con
Yeah.
for Marvel. Like we have that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I just, for whatever reason, my brain, whenever I'm making predictions, I didn't come up with a single one
Yeah.
on our predictions list that wasn't
I
for the
just go
parks.
That's
straight to
fair.
parks.
That's fair.
I don't know why my brain just goes to the parks.
What's your number 2, Brad?
My number 2 is when I got to see. No, wait, I switched these. Hang on. Luke showing up in Mando season 2.
Of course.
Man.
You were with me.
Yeah.
I cried.
I
Did
cried
I not?
too. You cried way more than me, but
I
yeah.
was like shaking because I was like, "This," because my whole time I'm like, "Okay, Star Wars doesn't always deliver." We've talked about this all the time. Like, books will go one direction, you're like, "Hell yes," and then it turns, and you're like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
They've done that a lot
Comics.
in Star Wars movies, even in the movies and stuff too. Where you're like, "Luke's gonna be here." It's like, that's not what I expected, but I like it. But some people just didn't like it, whatever. But this one, when it was actually Luke, and you could tell, and I was just like. I didn't want it. I was like, maybe it's some other guy with his lightsaber and a glove. Like I was, until they showed his face, I was like,
in the same
Dude,
X-wing with a
The
glove.
moment I saw the X-Wing, I knew it was Luke.
I was like,
The
oh my
moment
god,
I
it's
saw-
R2,
yeah.
it's Luke.
Yeah, you're like R2, X-wing, green lightsaber.
You're like,
glove.
what?
You're like, oh.
And
Like,
I
it
was
just
like,
keeps
and
building.
I remember getting on the floor and I
Yep.
was shaking.
We
I was
were
just like,
sitting on the couch, and you left the
I
couch.
leapt up and I was like, I had my hands in my head. I was like, oh my god, it's fucking Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
I was so excited. That hallway scene is the shit. It's better than Vader's in Rogue One.
I like Vader's because he's killing people, but
My favorite, I've said what my favorite
Maul's
always
is dope.
scene is Maul. Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
Kylo
In
got
the
a
Clone
hallway scene.
Wars.
What the hell?
He takes the panel off of a wall and cuts a guy in half. It's all fucking Maul.
He's the only one that doesn't have a saber in his hallway scene.
Thank you, yeah.
He has nothing but the Force
It's wild.
and hate and rage.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, that scene,
That
Brad,
scene.
yeah.
Yeah.
Luke.
It could possibly be, when we do our top 100, the number one. It has potential to be
Yeah.
number one.
It could be.
Yeah.
I switched these out because I got more emotional during my number one
That's
than
fair.
I did this one.
That's
but
saying a lot because that's.
I think you know what my number one is.
I think I do.
Yeah,
I
I've
do.
talked about it before, but it's
Oh, I know what your
I
number
know
one
what it is.
Yeah.
It ties into my number 2, actually. I think
What's
Maybe.
your number 2?
not directly, but it's kind of related. It's also your number 3, I think. So just everything involving in universe Leia's death, because
Oh, sure.
like we knew obviously Carrie had passed, so like we knew it was probably going to come in the film, but Leia's death itself gets you choked up. Her theme plays like that got me, but I wasn't like full on crying yet. But as soon as Chewie, the freaking 7-foot tall monster who just like growls, and you don't see him emote a whole lot, but when he does, it's a good actor. It's great acting. But this 7-foot tall beast just like crumples to the ground and like screams and yells, and he's like, "I've had enough, man. I've lost Han and Luke, and I've lost my family. It's like I've lost everything, and now Leia's dead. Like I got nothing." So seeing Chewie's reaction is what finally, like pushed me over the edge.
Yeah.
That finally was like, this is hard, guys. This is really hard.
It's a heavy moment.
And then you had a story on top of it that you were right next to me, and you told me as it was happening, you're like, oh no, this was kind of Chewie too. But like you're like, when we thought Chewie died, we're like, I don't know if I can show Britt this because Chewie dies. But like to see Chewie cry and be this depressed is also kind of like, can Britt see your favorite character get depressed
Like that.
Yeah.
I forgot how hard he cries. He does kind of lose
it's
it. Doesn't he?
insane.
That's why that moment.
Jonas acts the hell out of that scene. Like, I don't know how he did it, man. He's in a big old furry suit and
Yeah,
how
conveys that emotion, and it's it's Bigfoot walking around.
right? Yeah, Bigfoot yelling made me cry. That's the title of this episode. But man,
Good one.
My number 2.
Numero dos.
Very simple. Padme and Anakin getting married. It's just the one
Wow, didn't see that coming.
moment that Anakin could just feel okay.
yeah, it's
You know,
probably the
he's
happiest
just
ever
like
been.
the happiest he's ever been.
You're gonna
right
like
then,
Brotherhood.
Then in that moment, I know. That's why I haven't given up on getting into that, but it's on my priority list. It's down there, but right now, but it's just like he deserves it. The shit him and his mom went through. Like he deserves the happiness that Padme gives him.
Mhm.
So
There's some really cool stuff in that book about her like teaching him to be in the moment.
yeah. Oh, the stuff that I read already was
Yeah.
fantastic. Like when they were on the date.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. I didn't
Yeah.
want to say anything
Yeah,
because it hadn't got to that point. I love that whole like chapter or two of them.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
so good,
Yeah.
so good. All right,
I want
number one
more
for me.
content of them on the Halcyon.
Yes.
'Cause we know they were there.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I forgot about the Han and Leia book came out about the. I've heard it kind
We've
of
talked
wasn't
about
good.
it. Well, yeah, I don't know. We've talked about all the idiots that are like, oh, it's just an advertisement for the Halcyon.
Yeah,
That's
but
like-
you know what?
So
Every
what?
other
Who cares?
well, first off, every Star Wars everything is an advertisement for everything.
For toys and like everything. Like
it's all
about merchandising.
it's all corporate. What are you talking
Spaceballs,
about?
merchandising. Spaceballs, the T-shirt. Spaceballs, the flamethrower. Like, come on.
It's all merchandise. It's all
Idiots.
the book is for to get you to buy the book.
And
You know
did
what
you
I mean?
enjoy reading it? Yes.
Right, like it's whatever.
Did you enjoy the movie? Yes.
My number one is the 40th anniversary of Star Wars panel, where it was right after Carrie Fisher died.
Yep. That's
And
right. I knew it.
John Williams came out, and the first thing he did was he played a bunch of songs, but the first thing he played was Leia's theme. There was not a dry. I'm gonna get emotional thinking about it now. There was not a dry eye in that fucking arena, and you could hear a pin drop after he finished. It was beautiful. It was emotional. Her daughter is kind of one that like brought him up. It was like Kathleen Kennedy and George Lucas talking about her.
That's cool.
Played like a montage of her life up to that point, and then they played that. Dude, break your heart. Break
Yeah.
your heart. It was so insane. And every time I hear Leia's theme, it makes me emotional. And it was just also too part of it was probably exhaustion,
Yeah.
because we had been up for like 40 hours at that point with like little sleep. But I just that moment, man. God. That's my number one celebration moment, and my number one moment as a fan. And I mean, it was amazing.
You want me to play it? You want to cry?
What is that? Is that Leia's theme?
Oh, it's the only one I had downloaded. The Princess Appears.
So good.
It's in there.
It's oh man.
Hold on.
Oof.
All right, there we go.
That music. I'm getting choked up, man. For real. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Evan, what's your number one?
Oh man. Not as emotional as that, because like that's a real life, real world thing. Like a
Yeah,
human,
that was like a
we
mix.
lost a human. Like
Right.
So
yeah.
that's a lot.
It's when reality meshes with your escapism.
Yeah.
It fucks you up.
Yeah.
So this one's just escapism, but it was leaving the Star Cruiser because it's like the last 45 hours have been unbeatable. It's like, and I don't know when I'm coming back. I just don't know when I'm coming back. And it's like they might change this and this and this by then, because they're going to change things. So it's like probably for the better, because they know what they're doing on the Star Cruiser. That place is almost perfect. But I'm like, that's not going to be the same next time I do it. And I don't know what's going to be different. Don't know when I'm going to do it again. Hopefully I can get Lieutenant Croy to be the same Lieutenant Croy. After that, I don't care about the other actors because they're all good, but they're not my favorite character. I want to see my favorite Lieutenant Croy.
I feel like Wraith I'd have a problem with being somebody else too.
Wraith would be my second. I'd be like, it's
Yeah.
a different Wraith. I don't know, but Croy's like he's got to be Croy. But I'm like, I'm leaving this thing. It was the best 2 days of my life.
Fuck yeah,
like,
dude.
and then like Taylor was also crying, so seeing someone you love
Sure.
cry makes you cry. So like
Yeah.
we were crying with each other.
Dude, seeing people I don't know makes me cry. There was
True.
something I watched today, and the dude was crying, and I don't have any connection to him or what he was upset about, and I started tearing up. There's just something about watching someone cry. It just breaks my fucking heart. I can't do it.
Yeah, and there's other people in the transport with us that were emotional. So Taylor was obviously the biggest factor in that, but seeing them upset also was making me upset. And we were one of the last people off the ship. We waited till the last minute to leave.
Opposite
we
for
were
us.
the first ones
Yeah.
off.
Well, you guys had a reason.
We were
Like,
going May the 4th.
for us, it was just like March 19th. Nothing special going on. So it's like
March the
let's-
19th.
We
be
were
with
like,
you.
how early
Yeah.
can we leave? They're like,
Yeah.
what? The
I
fuck?
asked when
Are
we
you
got
guys
there.
crazy? They're
I
like,
said, "Are we?" I asked, "Can you get in?
Yeah.
For, early entry. We got some
Yeah.
lightsabers to buy."
Yeah, and it was. They were like, they completely understood once they were like, oh, yeah.
like,
how
oh, we get
sick
it,
would
yeah.
have been if they were like, you guys have a park reservation, your annual pass holders. Just take the transport to Batu.
I would have loved that.
That would have been cool,
I would have loved that.
man. Because it's not like you're sneaking into the park.
That would have been
like,
sick.
You had the reservation.
That would have been
and all
that would have been a great like magical moment.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably can't because the drivers,
drivers
aren't
aren't
there,
there,
or
yeah.
something. J6 is he's not there.
He's not
J6
there.
F8.
He clocks out.
Yeah, he clocks out and he's at home with his wife and kids.
I'm gonna rewatch our Halcyon video because there was.
Oh yeah, I
I
should.
need to
I should
rewatch it
rewatch
'cause
that coming up.
That was so much fun, dude.
I should go through and get some like drops from it for the
Yeah.
soundboard.
The freaking poker chips I think are still for sale. And I'm like, that's the one thing I
I'm
really
so
want.
pissed.
That's like
I
the only
I
want
would
that
thing
trade
want.
so bad.
almost everything that I bought except maybe the lightsaber
Well,
for
here's
the
the
poker chips.
Here's the
Like,
thing: if you go into that Galaxy's Edge group, they can't. That group is not allowed to charge you more than 20%.
That's right. Yeah, I got
So-
screwed out of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So if
Charging
you
something.
find someone who's like, hey, they're more than
Yeah,
likely will help
that's
you.
true.
If you find that and you do that, let me know because I'm in
Okay.
for it too.
Okay.
Because I want that shit so bad.
Yeah, I
I'd
just
love to
want those
play
chips.
poker with it. I love playing
No.
poker. I'm a big poker
We
guy.
need to do
Texas
Sabak
Hold'em
night.
Yeah,
we
man.
need to do Sabak
or
night.
Texas Hold'em.
I'm down for that too. But Sabak would be
The
fun.
only card game I know is Uno and Sabak. So
Okay.
Let's do Uno night.
No,
Uno
Sabak
night.
would be
Sabak.
fun.
Sabak
Sabak
would
would be
be
a
fun.
lot
Let's
of fun.
let's get together and do a Uno night. Let's hang out when we're not doing a
it'd be
podcast.
incredible. I mean,
Ew.
I played Sabak with you at Oga's a couple times.
That was fun.
But it doesn't have to be at Oga's, but yeah.
Don't say
Like-
ooh. We're your friends, asshole.
I know that was the fucking
You
joke.
stupid fucking redheaded ginger.
You ginger sold this
Hey,
stuff,
if
you
it makes me
asshole.
cry, that might be my new number one moment. Playing Sabak with Tom and Brad.
It probably will be. Like you're gonna come back. Hey
Losing
guys,
all your
I have
money.
a new number one.
I'm gonna
He
come
ro-
in costume
He rolled a 6.
as Avant Varick versus Pike Rendessa and
Pike Rendessa.
Orel
Borel.
Ulrich. Yeah.
Orbeck.
That works.
Where did
Be like-
Ulrich come from?
Lars.
Oh, duh.
Yeah,
I knew it sounded like vaguely familiar.
I'm gonna be like, man, Pike Rendessa cleaned out all my credits today in that Sabak game. Ugh.
And then you licked your asshole. Hey, my
Hey.
number one.
Ew. I had to pay for that though.
Hey, you did. You did.
Oh, you
More ways than one.
Hey.
My,
Emotional.
my number one, the second time and the last time I shed a tear for Star Wars, I don't know. Well, the first time actually it would have, because the second time happened after this. I don't know if I shared this with you guys, and I have promised you this is nothing against you and Taylor, but it was the day I came out here to and I dropped Jack off to you guys already,
Oh.
and I was in Hollywood Studios and I had done Rise of the Resistance, and I was just, by myself reflecting, just going through. We went by the AT-ATs, and I was just like, shit, I'm moving here. But then, I was still Jack is important to me. I've
Yeah.
made that incredibly clear.
Yeah.
So it was there was a hole that hadn't been healed yet that was very deep and raw. And I didn't have Courtney with me. So I was just kind of I was ADHD. I had to be doing something. But then I was in Star Wars, and Star Wars, I can tell you guys, because you know this, how it just captures emotion one way or another. You could be the stupidest little thing, but
Yeah.
it grabs you.
Yeah.
So I'm going through Rise, and I was the only one on the ride. And then I got teary because I was thinking about Jack and just going through Rise, and I was fighting it a little hard. And then there was a mom to my left who saw me, and she stayed back from her family and checked on the way out. She's like, "Are you okay, hon?" And then I said, "Yeah, I'm good." And then she just walked away. I was
Dang.
like,
Aw.
I'm like, Jesus
Dang,
Christ.
that's what this fandom should be about.
Yeah,
stuff like
right?
that.
like 2 things I needed: a mother's love and somebody to check on me there. Hi-oh.
She's like, "You want to go to Kajimi? Can I beat you over there?" I mean,
yeah.
but
yeah, that's-
Galaxy's Edge has been there for me like that too. This past 3 years, anytime I've
I'm
needed
with you on that.
something, I've needed to feel something, I went to Galaxy's Edge.
Every time I needed to feel something. I
Say what
totally
you
get.
want,
No,
but
dude,
that's how it is.
I'm with you, man. I've had moments where I was like was having really like bad mental health days,
Mhm.
Yep.
and I'm like, I just need to go by myself, get a blue milk, and just walk around Galaxy's Edge, and
Yeah.
it doesn't fix it, but it
Mhm.
distracts you enough,
Escapism.
Mhm.
and it makes you feel good for a little bit, and sometimes that's all you need to get through the day,
Studios is my go-to park when
Me
I'm
too.
struggling upstairs.
Me
too,
Yeah,
man.
I
Same
go
too.
right there. Yeah.
especially at night.
Yeah.
It's a lot less busy, especially now. Like not less busy.
it's
the
gonna be
lights are just.
It's gonna be perfect when Phantasmic comes back because it's
No.
gonna spread the crowds out. But also, if you want to go watch Phantasmic, the best nighttime show
I
on
do
property.
want to go watch
Have you
Fantastic.
ever
I
seen
do.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Disneyland.
It's
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah,
best.
yeah.
I mean,
Ours is
theirs
not
is
as good.
better. Yeah,
Ours is
better.
not as good as Disneyland's.
Yeah, I didn't think so,
But still, our Phantasmic will be the best nighttime show on our property. So
Yeah.
Studios is gonna be awesome when that's open again.
Did we do predictions about Happily Ever After on the D23
No.
podcast?
No.
Well, okay. So bonus thing is, by this time D23 is already done and out, so we're gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about because we're gonna.
I don't
Just a
think we
heads
are.
up.
We're not gonna have a lot to talk about.
Well, either way, if they don't announce anything, we'll have
There's
a lot
still
to
gonna be a
talk
lot to
about.
talk about. Yeah.
If you know, either way. So just a heads up for the next episode because D23 will have already happened. It hasn't happened yet as of this recording. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be getting together talking about all stuff from D23. But I think Happily Ever After is coming back. From the
Yeah,
ground up.
yeah.
I think them adding that
Thank
tag to
God.
the beginning of the show. It was them admitting defeat, and
They were always planning on bringing it back. There was no farewell merchandise for this shit. So.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they said it was a replacement. The way they worded
did
it
say
in
it.
those press releases was this is the Happily Ever After's replacement. After 2 years at Disney World, this is the replacement for. Everyone was like, "No, it's coming back," but they never said it was.
Maybe they
Never said it wasn't either.
I know.
maybe
but
after they said
I know what you
replacement,
mean.
they
They also
watched it
didn't say that
themselves and were
that
like, eh.
Mickey Mouse at D23 was replacing Great Movie Ride, and then it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
blogs,
they would have gotten
Parks blog.
assassinated at D23 announcement.
I can't wait to hear what their reactions are at
That's why they
D23.
didn't do it. You're right.
I'm watching. I'm gonna try to watch the panel, at least some parts of
Okay.
it.
I want to hear all
after-
the boos. The boos
There's
are gonna
gonna be some.
You saying
Yeah.
boo or boo earns?
sure. Boo
All
to
right.
you. Boo to you. And
Well, that's
you,
it,
and
gentlemen.
You and you.
Thank you.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you for joining
Boo.
us. This has been. You guys have been great. We've been Jedi Talk. Brad,
You
take
started
away.
it. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Oh, me
you normally start the end.
Well, you started it.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, stay safe. May the force be with you.
Always in good journey.
Rise, Jedi Knight. The Buffalo Bills are winning the Super Bowl.